Okay.
Let's talk about money.
Yes.
Yes, it is the most important thing.
Okay,
We
because
need.
other people don't want to talk about it, and
Yes.
they are missing out.
Yeah, of course, we need to talk about it. We understand it briefly or in details,
Yes.
so that we become really successful.
Yes.
Because now that most people have mixed emotions of it, we need to clear the air.
Yes.
Yes.
We put it on a good level. We put it online. People start enjoying it. People start loving it.
Yes.
And we have to talk about it because currently it is taking up everything. You
Yes.
can't do anything without money.
Water is being bought.
Mm.
Oxygen is being bought.
Yes.
Every little thing.
Very
is
soon
being bought.
we are going to start buying air like this.
Yes, if the government could find a way, or some entrepreneurs could find a way of squeezing all the oxygen so that we can start buying it. Do you know why they are bringing GMOs, genetically modified?
No, I don't know.
Because the GMOs, you cannot replant the seed. You
Yes.
plant it once. So the one that has the copyright is the one who continues selling the seed. Unlike our past seeds where you could keep some maize and replant it. The GMOs, it cannot be replanted.
True.
So you see how those boys
Even
are
if
getting...
you replant, it can't come up.
It cannot germinate. Even if it germinates, it can't produce anything. But most cases, GMOs are not replanted. So they are getting everything to be genetically modified. Even these children of ours, some of them, you look at them, you find they are almost like genetically modified. You ask, can this kid reproduce?
You find a kid of 10 years, you really look at how you...
He's 20. By the time he's 40, he has ended his time. But some of us, we shall reach 100 and we are still strong.
True.
Hey.
Okay. Yes, Angel, the other time we talked about
setting the objectives.
Setting objectives.
Yeah, yesterday we talked about setting objectives. Yes, and today let us see, why should we hide them?
I'm really shocked.
You know, when you set objectives...
And I'm shocked. I don't know how could someone hide objectives. Why should I hide my objectives then?
Of course they are yours. Why should you bring them in the public? Are they general objectives?
They are not general.
The question is, you've set to be wealthy. You set to make a certain amount of money. The amount of money X.
Yes.
And that is what it means to be wealthy. Maybe to accumulate a number of properties X. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So that is your objectives. I'm going to do ABCD to reach ABCD. You set your clear journey. I'm going to take this route. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So you need to now hide your plan. Sometimes you may not even tell your wife. Sometimes you may not tell your husband. Sometimes you may not tell your parents. You may not tell your children. Why? They may act as a standing block. You know, there are some girls or men who cannot allow you to be rich because they have insecurity. They say, now when Angel gets rich, he's going to leave me. So she work hard.
See that you are not.
Yes, I remain the average. There are some men, he says, when this lady gets rich, becomes the president, she will start disrespecting me.
True.
So for you have a dream of being
rich.
Hey, through politics. Maybe you know when you become a president, you'll be rich. Are you getting it?
Yes.
And Angel is your boyfriend or your husband. He knows when you become a president,
you will disrespect.
Or he will even check you will get to the level of other presidents. Hey, you know what happened to one of our vice presidents?
Yes.
They had to get a divorce.
Yes.
Are you getting it?
Now that means someone works hard to see that he or she blocks you.
That's why you have to hide
my objectives.
Yes. Another thing, other people's opinions can often be negative, and this can discourage you.
Yes.
You tell me, Angel, I want to buy 10 cars. You're like, man, you don't have even what? A house. You're like, Beta, Angel is right. Yet to you, being wealthy is having cars.
Yes.
You get? You want to construct a third, a fourth house. Maybe you can rent out. You tell Angel, man, I'm going to construct another. The fourth house is like, man, how can you construct the fourth house without having a car, a Mercedes, having a Range Rover, or a Tesla? How? And then you get distracted. So he can tell you that everyone is doing what you are doing. How can you get? For example, they say, I want to start a school. Maybe I'm going to use this school to make me wealthy. And he's like, man, we have 40 secondary schools in the city. Where will you get the students?
You are risking.
And you reach a time you get discouraged. So, and most people have done their best to kill other people's idea. Yes, so the best thing to do is once you have your objectives clear, keep them.
But now, here someone may think that when I share my objectives with you, you may be having an objective which I may not achieve. You may advise me. You see, these people, they share their objectives. I may come to you, Angel, to share with them my objectives. You give me, you advise me. You say, do this or don't do it.
Yes, if I'm your mentor.
Yes.
If I'm your mentor. You can share me, because the role of the mentor is to make sure the mentee gets from one level to the other. Are you getting it?
Yes.
What we are trying to discourage is displaying your objective even to the people that don't matter. You should display your objectives to your mentor, your coach. His responsibility is to grow you, not to terminate you.
Yes.
And if you realize that his role is to terminate you, then you should disqualify him.
Then another thing here comes in a question. Coaches are not common.
No, it's because people are not looking for them.
Yes.
Yes, we have thousands and millions of coaches all over the world. With the globalization and the internet of things,
Yes.
you can get a mentor or a coach in Dubai or India or in Kenya.
Yes.
So long as
When you're in Uganda.
Yes, and keep communication, and once in a while visit one another and pay him for the service.
Yes.
So in short, now you got to hide your objectives. Some people who may work against them. You may share your boss, your objective, and his job is to keep you around, and he discourages you from your endeavor. Are you getting it? And he starts trying to work hard to disrupt all your ambition.
Yes.
Because you shared
Your objectives.
because you never knew his intentions. I told the example of the wife. This is the person you share. In fact, even you're working for her, but you don't share the objective. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Because she may have a lot of fear that once you realize your dream, she may not matter to you. Yet may not be what? So if you realize such a kind of feelings, then you withhold. You tell her what she deserves. She just experienced the journey. So in short, someone, for example, may ask you, not everyone should know what you're up to. Let's say if someone asks, how are you? You may reply just fine, other than going into deep explanation. You don't need to go deep into explaining.
Maybe there are some people, someone who greets you, how are you? I'm okay, I slept hungry up to now, I'm hungry, I don't have money, I'm bankrupt, I lost a friend, I did what, they slapped me, they stole me, all that.
Madness, all that madness. Hey, you are going displaying your luck, you are in the public.
But sometimes they say, if you share something, maybe it can yield more. If you share an idea, maybe someone may add on something to develop more.
An objective and an idea is different.
Yes.
An idea is just an idea, it is a thought. An objective is a strategy. It's what you've got to do to reach where
you want. Okay.
I may decide to leave my job and start my company. And I tell my wife that I'm going to resign. It's like, what are we going to eat, bro?
Yes.
So you share your objective. The only way to become rich is resigning from your job and run your company. And your company, 99%. Chances are high you may not make any money from it. So your wife and children will not accept. Are you getting it? So sometimes you hear you've resigned, you've started a company. I mean, an objective is a strategy, it's a way of doing something. An idea, yes, that you can generalize it, but it's also not good to go in dashing your ideas like as if you have no control. So that is the biggest challenge. So if you are going around broadcasting what you are doing, there will be people around you who will get jealous and will do pretty well anything to discourage you. After all, you are saying goodbye to them in a way. You are proclaiming that the old you, the old lifestyle isn't good enough anymore, and you are off to a greener pasture. Of course, they are going to be unhappy about that. So keep it under your heart. That doesn't cost anything or require you to do anything. You don't need to go for a university degree to know how to keep your objectives. You don't need to go for masters. You don't need to go for a PhD. So in short, but the unfortunate thing that most people are too lazy to execute their objectives. They are too lazy. They are always looking for excuses. Yes. For us, like in bar enterprises, we already know excuses. If it is going to do something, you got to do it.
If it is moving to the field,
yes, that's why we want to reach so many people to understand this. That's why we say if you miss this program, you got to check up on the YouTube. Angel Bahawa, you got to check on Facebook. Angel Bahawa, you have to check up the Instagram. Angel Bahawa. And we shall create other platforms so that you can, if you miss them all where we have mentioned, you still find them. Because we are not lazy of sharing this rich information we've got.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that is so great. I think we will be coming back in a style.
Yes.
Whereby we will be coming and we see how many people are too lazy to be well.
Yeah, most people are too lazy to be well.
Really?
And there are so many. Yes, maybe we need to talk about that.
Yes. Maybe
what is stopping you is not because there is not enough wealth. It's because you're too lazy. To achieve what you want.
To achieve wealth.
Yes. So you got to be step up. Members, let's catch up tomorrow and we also look deeply on how being lazy has affected us from attaining our wealth.
Okay, don't miss.